because I don't really have a plan. I'm running into quite a few problems that I'm actively trying to solve. And one of them, the solution, is soup. A lot of canned soup. Here, let me just slide these out of the way to make room. Let me explain. The logical progression of moving across the country is you find a job, you find a place to stay, and then you pack up all your stuff and you move. But that's not what I did. Like, at all. Moving to California was something that I've always wanted to do since I was very, very young. And I finally had the chance to do it. Probably not in the right way, but there is a way for me to be doing this. And here's how. I'm at this place called La Jolla Park. It's awesome. There's divers, there's seals, there's people doing yoga. It's a popular surf spot, but it's beautiful. Gorgeous. Everywhere is gorgeous. Future Nick here. Please forgive my ignorance. It is pronounced La Jolla, you idiot East Coast American. High school Spanish failed me so bad. All right, back to the video. I need to preface this by saying I didn't plan to come to California. It sort of just happened, but what I'm about to talk to you about is how it was possible for me to spontaneously do this in the first place. So the first thing I did right was I went to college. And I know it's not for everyone. I'm not saying everyone should go. I'm just saying the reason I'm here and can do what I do is because I went in the first place. You see, in college you learn a lot more than just how to be good at school. Basically all of public school, all the way up until 12th grade in high school, is teaching you just so much information, just throwing it at you and testing you. But what college does is you basically learn how to learn. And that is the most important thing. Just countless life lessons and values that everyone should know and be good at, but not everyone gets the chance to develop those skills. Probably the second most important, if not the most important thing I got out of college was people and friends. I made so many connections, and that's really what life is about. It's about networking. It's about building your skills so you have something to offer someone and they have something to offer you, and making friends and relationships so you can have a community to call upon and to help them out when they call upon you. Oh, nice. Right now I need to go to the bank to get a cashier's check because my car is being shipped across the country and I have to pay for it. I'm currently in a rental car that I have to return later today, and I'll be without a car for like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 days. I really have no idea when my car is coming. But here's to hoping she'll be here soon. And here's to going to the bank so I can pick her up when I get it. Now I'm at a place called Black's Beach, which is another popular surf spot. It's got these massive, massive cliffs, and you walk way far down to get to the beach, and it's actually pretty cool. There's people camping down there, there's people swimming, people paragliding off the cliffs over here. As you can see, there's people with tents set up. There's one, and there's one. It'd actually be so dope to camp down here. I might have to try it out. Well, I'm just getting used to the area, putting miles on the car because I paid for it, so I want to use it as much as I can. and just trying to hit all the popular spots around here and see what's up. From over there, this is what looked like a good spot because there's shade, but it's kind of just a cavern that I need to figure out how to cross and find a real spot to speak. This is like the worst spot to be because at any moment all of this could just come crashing down. But I feel like that's kind of a metaphor for my experience out here. So we'll risk it for like 2 minutes. Okay, here's the deal. I worked for 2 years and I saved up a ton of money. On March 15th, I quit my job. That was on a Monday, and 6 days later, I booked a plane ticket, an Airbnb, and a car shipping service on Sunday, and was in California by Tuesday. Now, let's get down to the most important part, the freaking cans of soup. So, most logical people would take time to figure all this out, but I am not a logical person, and I literally just threw myself into this. And so in order to get a car shipping service, I needed to have an address to send my car to for them to pick it up, or else I couldn't set it up in the first place. I just booked an Airbnb for 19 days. It was the cheapest one I could find, and I needed a safe place to sleep and to shower. With the word cheap, meaning inexpensive, meaning as little money as possible, comes some caveats. I booked a room in a house with access to the house without access to a fridge or stove. I bought a ton of canned soup, which I will pour into a bowl and then put in the microwave and then eat a lot of soup. Another issue I run into is once this Airbnb is up, I still don't have a place to stay. I'm actively problem solving. I'm actively looking for a job, looking for a place to stay, reaching out to friends, reaching out to friends of friends, and doing the absolute best and most I can in the shortest amount of time possible. I've got a plan. I just don't know if it's gonna work until it does or it doesn't. So that's the reality of what I'm actually doing in California and what's actually happening with me. And I need to reiterate that this is not the smartest or the best way to move across the country on a whim. I'm just saying and explaining to you guys and bringing you along on my journey of how I'm going about spontaneously moving across the country on a whim. At the time of filming this video, what I was going to eat was a legitimate problem that I was running into, and soup was a legitimate solution. I've since met the host of the Airbnb, and her whole thing was that people have stayed here before and just like totally trashed her kitchen and like totally wrecked her stove, and that's why she wasn't letting people use it. But we talked and she said I'm very respectful, and after meeting me she said anything that I want or need I have access to, and she'll help me out and let me use. So I now have access to the stove, and the issue of not being able to cook anything is out the window. No matter how hard you try to plan things in life and how much you think that it's actually going to go the way it is in your mind, that life usually has a different idea, and any plans that you make usually aren't going to go the way that you think it will. So here's to hoping that continues for my rest of the time that I work through living in California. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. I really look like a guy with a plan. Kind of just do things. I just wanted to ignore that.